Hi, and welcome to the Skincarma Pod. I'm Carmine, the creator and voice of the Skincarma Blog. With more than 25 years in beauty as a brand builder, copywriter, and skincare junkie, I'm putting my product wisdom and expertise to work demystifying skincare. Today, on the Skincarma Pod, episode 13, I'm demystifying peptides. Psst, they're the secret to getting your bounce back. Last week, I was invited on the Radiance Revealed podcast, hosted by board certified dermatologist Dr. Jen Haley. I have huge respect for Jen. She's so cool. She's a real expert in skin, how skin functions, and what it needs to be its healthiest. The topic of this particular episode of Radiance Revealed: the 5 hottest ingredients in 2025. I was amped up. I mean, honestly, I have unique insights into skincare science and ingredient technologies. I'm a skincare copywriter, I'm a blogger, I'm a podcaster, I'm a skincare junkie, I'm constantly trying products. I'm also a product innovation judge in the annual Beauty Matter Next Awards. I come across hundreds of skincare products, cleansers, toners, serums, anti-aging creams, retinol creams, vitamin C serums. It's just hundreds and hundreds of products over the course of a year. This year, memorable innovations, things that really stood out to me, were several growth factor serums and products featuring what I think is alien technology. Exosomes? Exo what? It's a skin renewal technology that dermatologists like Dr. Jen have employed in their practices for decades. More about exosomes in the weeks ahead. Yes, growth factors and exosomes are intriguing. They sound, again, like alien technology. But there's one mundane ingredient that's driving pretty much the hottest trend in skincare, really, at least the most product innovations, and that's peptides. I know, peptides, like what? Haven't peptides been around forever? Yes, they have. But the cool thing about peptides is the science is super dynamic. New peptides are constantly being discovered, invented. New peptide technologies are coming into the marketplace all the time and are being made available for skincare products. They're elevating efficacy and they're improving what topical skincare can actually do for your skin. There's naturally occurring peptides, signal peptides you've probably heard of. I feel like the first time I heard of signal peptides was when Drunk Elephant came out with Protini. Remember Protini? I mean, it's an excellent moisturizer. Moisturizer was the first time that I heard the term signal peptides. There's hormonal peptides, there's plant-derived peptides, marine peptides, neuropeptides. It goes on and on and on. And get this, I Googled this. There are tens of thousands of known natural and synthetic peptides. Imagine that. Like, this is why peptides aren't going away and why more and more peptides are coming to the marketplace. There are, in fact, over 170 synthetic peptides in active clinical development. These powerful synthetic peptides are obviously made in a lab. Look, don't be afraid of synthetic ingredients. Niacinamide. If you're using niacinamide in a skincare product, like my favorite niacinamide booster serum for Paula's Choice, it's a synthetic active. It's found in nature, but synthetic niacinamide is chemically identical to naturally occurring niacinamide. And if it's chemically identical, you get better consistency when you use a synthetic version. You get better formula stability. There's more efficiency in developing it in a lab than extracting it. And it's available, obviously, if you're developing it in a lab, producing it synthetically, you can get it in greater quantities without compromising, nature. Unlike niacinamide, proprietary peptides can only be made in a lab. They don't exist in nature. Proprietary peptides like the Matrixyl 3000 peptide complex. It's been around since 2003. I'm sure you've heard of it. The Ordinary has a Matrixyl serum that I've used many times. It's composed of 2 synthetic peptides, palmitoyl tripeptide 1 and palmitoyl tripeptide 7. And both of these target collagen synthesis and the look of surface lines and wrinkles. It's super effective. More recently, you might have heard of the brand OneSkin. They invented a peptide called OS01, which is clinically proven to boost DNA damage repair in senescent cells or zombie cells. Senescent. If you haven't heard of senescent cells and senescence, you're going to be hearing about that quite a bit in the months ahead. This year is going to be the year of longevity. Senescent cells are non dividing, metabolically active cells that accumulate in our tissues and cause age related dysfunction. They contribute to skin aging. Again, you're going to be hearing about senescent cells and longevity in the skincare conversation in the year ahead. And I'll have more about that in the weeks ahead. Okay, so back to peptides. What are peptides? Well, breaking them down, they're short chains of amino acids. Peptides are composed of between 2 and 50 linked amino acids. Proteins, on the other hand, contain 50 plus amino acids, often in the hundreds or thousands. And so when linked together, peptides can actually form larger protein structures. It's why they're often referred to as the building blocks of proteins, especially collagen, elastin, and keratin. These form the foundations of your skin. They're partly responsible for texture, strength, and resilience, even barrier integrity. Without these substances in your skin in abundance and at optimal levels, your skin is less firm, wrinkles and lines on the surface are more pronounced, your skin barrier weakens, and a weakened skin barrier is, broken, and it means that more water escapes through what's termed transepidermal water loss, and your skin becomes dehydrated. It also means if you have a damaged barrier or weakened barrier, that external aggressors like bacteria and viruses can enter into the skin, into your body. And importantly, without these substances, without collagen, elastin, and keratin at optimal levels, your skin loses its youthful bounce, which is why I said that peptides are really key to your skin's youthfulness. Peptides seem to be making their way into new product innovations more than any other ingredient that I'm aware of. Yes, growth factor serums and growth factors in topical skincare are a thing, but peptides are appearing in just about everything. There's new peptide serums, peptide creams that aren't even marketed with peptides, but that contain peptides, coming every single week, it seems. And especially collagen boosting peptides. Collagen is the driving force behind the pervasiveness of peptides in skincare. Why collagen all of a sudden? Well, like I said, collagen is essential to youthful looking skin. Skincare marketers are tuned into this. They found what I like to call skincare Jesus, right? They're seeing the truth, and they know that consumers want results. Consumers want transparency and efficacy. The thing is that some results aren't instant. In fact, the most important results that you get from topical skincare aren't instant at all. Long-term results don't deliver, however, that dopamine hit that short-term results do, that say hyaluronic acid does. And I talked about this in the podcast 2 weeks ago about how hyaluronic acid delivers an immediate benefit. It immediately plumps up skin as it draws water to itself, whether it's drawing water from the air, if the air is moist, or it's drawing water from deep water reserves in your skin. It's giving an instant benefit. It's giving you the impression that the product is doing something really, really positive, which is great. But that benefit doesn't last. If you want long-term benefits, you need to look at ingredients that deliver long-term results. My own personal long-term skincare journey includes antioxidants like vitamin C and niacinamide. These don't deliver an instant benefit. You might get some brightening overnight, but you're not getting the real benefits of vitamin C, which we'll talk about in a bit, or niacinamide. One of the great benefits of niacinamide is that it strengthens and thickens the skin barrier. Like, that doesn't happen instantly. That's probably, to me, the most important benefit of niacinamide. Sunscreen. Yes, if you don't wear sunscreen and the sun is blazing hot and it's July, you're going to get a sunburn. But there's sun damage is occurring all year round if you're not protecting your skin from UV rays, right? So that's also kind of a long-term or invisible benefit. Retinol. I mean, you really need to stick with retinol to gain the kind of benefit you would want from, applying a retinol product. And, just like these others, consistency is essential. And then peptides fit in that same bucket. Peptides, the benefits of peptides build over time, particularly if you're using peptides to boost the collagen levels in your skin. Look, do I see results when I use these things in my regular skincare routine? Not instantly, but certainly over time. I'm 59. Do I look 59? I mean, you have to stick with skincare products, and that often means repurchasing. Like buying a fancy serum or an expensive serum, hopefully a legitimate product, a legitimate serum with clinical results and high concentrations of actives. Buying it just once isn't going to deliver the kind of benefits that you're being sold on, right? You're going to need to repurchase it. So think about that. The results build over time, and consistency is key. Did you know did you know that collagen is the most abundant protein in your body? Like, why are a baby's cheeks so soft and plump? Collagen. And as you age, sadly, your collagen levels decline, but they start declining really, really early in life. They decline about 1 to 1.5% per year. So by the time you're 50, you've likely lost, if you're not stimulating collagen production, you likely have lost 25% of your collagen compared to the levels of collagen you had when you were 25, when your skin was plump and smooth and surface wrinkles weren't really very visible. A 25 to 30% collagen decline translates to noticeably sagging skin, hollowing out, more prominent lines and wrinkles on the surface, and deeper wrinkles later in life as your skin collapses, that foundation collapses, disappears, and the surface skin folds on itself. So what causes collagen loss? A combination of internal and biological processes and external lifestyle and environmental factors. Externally, like other signs of aging, noticeably dark spots, hyperpigmentation, surface fine lines and wrinkles, and collagen degradation, all of these are caused by photo damage. Photo damage is the damage resulting from unprotected sun exposure. Again, I've talked about this frequently on the podcast and on the blog. The Skin Cancer Foundation says that up to 90% of the visible signs of aging is due to photo aging that results from unprotected sun exposure. If you want to diminish your signs of aging, including collagen loss, you need to be using a sunscreen. What else causes collagen loss? Smoking, pollution, chronic stress, even a high sugar diet. God, I was listening to a podcast 2 weeks ago. I think it was the Skin Anarchy podcast. And the host was interviewing a scientist. I think he was a scientist. He had very, very deep knowledge into longevity and cell senescence, which I talked about earlier. And he was talking about how a high sugar diet or just sugar in general, when you take sugar into your body, what it does to the body and what that does eventually to your skin. And I was like, oh my God, I was terrified after that. I'm like, I am not eating sugar anymore. And honestly, it's only been a week, but I have really, really cut back. So a high sugar diet can contribute to collagen loss. But the most significant factor is quite simply aging. I mean, honestly, there's nothing you can do about aging, but what you can do is you can preserve and slow collagen degradation. There's two ways to counter collagen loss: stimulate collagen production topically and with supplements, or prevent collagen loss with sunscreen. So you prevent collagen loss in the first place, and you stimulate collagen production to counter that 1 to 1.5% loss each year as you're aging. Yet, as recently as 2023, there was a trend of putting collagen itself into skin creams, moisturizers with collagen. Like, what's the point of that? The point is to imply that if you put a collagen cream on your face, you're going to boost the levels of collagen in your skin. It's simply not true. Just 2 weeks ago, I came across a serum called collagen serum. And I was intrigued by it. A friend sent it to me along with a bunch of other serums that she had found in when she was shopping, and I had not seen these products and had not had a chance to try them yet. And she sent them to me, and so I have this collagen serum, and I'm like, okay. So I got curious, and I turn it around and I look at the ingredient list, for palmitoyl tripeptide 1 and palmitoyl tripeptide 7 and oligopeptides or maybe copper peptides. Like, where are the peptides that are boosting collagen production in your skin? And they were completely non-existent. This product is called collagen serum. Simply collagen serum. There is, so I had to look at every single ingredient before I went ape shit over it. And I found one like bizarre botanical active that is believed. I don't know that there was substantive clinical research on it, but it's believed to stimulate collagen production in the skin when used at a concentration of between 3 and 5%. And it was so far down in the ingredient list, there's no way it was anywhere beyond 1%, if even that. Like, it's the hocus pocus continues. And so the trick about collagen is you can't apply collagen to your skin in a collagen face cream. It cannot pass through the skin barrier to meet up with the collagen store in your skin, like deep in your skin in the dermis, and boost your collagen levels. It doesn't work that way. Have you ever heard of the 500 Dalton rule? Well, let me school you on the Dalton rule. The Dalton rule states that molecules with a molecular weight exceeding 500 Daltons cannot penetrate human skin intact. More about that intact piece in a second. So I Googled all this, or I actually used Perplexity AI to research molecules, popular molecules in skincare, and what their molecular weight is, what their Dalton score is, if you will. And I discovered that retinol has a molecular weight of 286 Daltons. That's below 500. That means it penetrates the skin barrier. Hydrocortisone has a molecular weight of 362 Daltons. That's why it's such an effective ingredient. Vitamin C, 176 Daltons. And my favorite, niacinamide, 122 Daltons. All of these are below the 500 Dalton rule, meaning that they can get past the skin barrier. Ingredients that don't penetrate the skin barrier, shocker, hyaluronic acid, between 10,000 and 1 million Daltons in molecular weight. Like, that's nuts. It sits in the very surface layer of your skin where it draws water in or sucks water up to the surface. That's why you have that sensation of plumpness when you use hyaluronic acid. Even fragmented, low molecular weight hyaluronic acid is 50,000 or less Daltons. Like, even low molecular weight hyaluronic acid isn't penetrating very deeply at all. It's way above the 500 Dalton rule. Collagen, get this, collagen has a molecular weight of 300,000 Daltons. It's not going anywhere. If you're using a collagen cream, and I remember there was one collagen cream from First Aid Beauty that it's just sitting on the very top surface of your skin. It was called a firming collagen cream or something like that. It's not really firming anything. It's just plumping the surface of your skin and making it feel that it's firmer. It's not actually firmer where it needs to be, which is down deep. There is hydrolyzed collagen, which is fragmented collagen or collagen peptides, and those came in between 3,000 and 6,000 Daltons. So even fragmented collagen isn't going very far. It still violates the Dalton rule. So you see, it was complete nonsense. It's always been complete nonsense to put collagen in a cream, or call a serum a collagen serum. If it doesn't have anything that boosts or stimulates the production of collagen in your skin. Again, 3 ways to effectively boost collagen levels in your skin: retinol, vitamin C, and collagen boosting peptides. All of these have been proven to enhance collagen with consistency. If you choose to go the retinol route, clinical studies show that you can boost collagen synthesis by 50 to 80% in 12 weeks. That's 3 months. Long term, 6 months. It takes 6 months to boost collagen and elastin production in your skin enough to improve firmness and elasticity. If you choose the vitamin C route, you can expect to see a 30 to 40% increase in collagen production with a 15% ascorbic acid serum over time. You can choose to boost collagen with peptides, with collagen boosting peptides. As an example, Signal Peptides, palmitoyl tripeptide 1, in a 12-week clinical study, was proven to boost collagen by 30 to 40%. Carrier peptides like copper tripeptide can boost collagen 25% in 8 weeks. I mean, weeks. We're talking weeks and weeks and weeks and months. And over the course of time, if you're using these products consistently, you're going to keep your skin's collagen levels up. I know I haven't tested my collagen levels. I don't even know if there's a way to test my collagen levels. But it wasn't that long ago. Several months ago, I've been going to a facialist pretty regularly, like 4, 5, 6 times a year. I haven't seen her in a few months. As a matter of fact, I think the last time I saw her was when she said that she was so impressed. She knew how old I was. She was so impressed with the levels of collagen in my skin. Like she's a facialist. She knows what it feels like. And she was like, it's so plump. I can feel it all over. And it's because I was using retinol and vitamin C consistently and continue to do so. It's only been recently that I started to incorporate collagen boosting peptides into my skincare routine at night. And that brings me to an exciting new product that I came across a few weeks ago, and it's the Paula's Choice Pro Collagen Peptide Plumping Moisturizer. It is incredible. It's got a gel cream texture to it. It's super, super lightweight. But unlike conventional gel creams, this is like a gel cream on steroids. It has a complex of 3 collagen boosting peptides in it. And so it's an anti-aging gel cream, essentially, which isn't that common in the marketplace. This isn't the first collagen boosting product from Paula's Choice. In fact, last year, Paula's Choice introduced the Pro Collagen Multi-Peptide Booster. I reviewed this on the blog. It has a really incredible, like light, milky, pulpy texture that feels really great on skin. It easily layers into your routine. It's got clinically proven results that deliver multi-level firming over time with consistency. It's made with a complex of 6 pro-collagen peptide technologies. And what's really, really important is that they're all really high up in the INCI. I just checked it before I started recording, and they're not in the top 10. They're like 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So they're pretty high up out of, maybe 25 ingredients. That kind of thing is really important. A lot of products that contain peptides have the peptides at such low levels that they're not really doing much of anything, if anything at all. And in fact, sadly, I love this one sunscreen from Kiehl's that came out, I think it was this past summer, last summer, called Better Screen UV Serum Sunscreen with collagen peptide, singular. And the collagen boosting peptide / peptides, palmitoyl tripeptide 1 and palmitoyl tripeptide 7, are the last 2 ingredients in the entire INCI. Like, at what level are they in there? This product isn't really boosting collagen. It's called with collagen peptide. I don't think they make any claims about it. Sure, it's a sunscreen. It prevents collagen degradation, which is super important. It has this really light, milky texture that's fantastic, particularly in the summer. It feels like nothing on your skin. I love it. But it's not doing anything to stimulate collagen production. and so Paula's Choice followed up their collagen boosting serum with the Pro Collagen Peptide Plumping Moisturizer. I incorporated it into my skincare routine a couple of weeks ago in the AM, not the PM. At night, I need something much richer. And this product has, like I said, a very light gel cream texture. But again, unlike hydrating gel creams, it packs an anti-aging punch. It's clinically proven to plump and restore that youthful bounce that you've lost if your collagen has been degrading over time at a level of 1 to 1.5%. It also delivers 24-hour hydration to help defend against transepidermal water loss. It's got 3 peptide technologies, hexapeptide 5, oligopeptide 1, and tridecapeptide 1, that are proven to enhance skin firmness, elasticity, and resilience. In fact, hexapeptide 5 and oligopeptide 1 have a direct effect on collagen synthesis to help boost collagen levels. I would say it's a more substantive gel cream than most gel creams that are targeted for oily skin, so anybody can use it. It's got a very high concentration of squalane in it, which I appreciate. Squalane is a biocompatible emollient that mimics skin's natural sebum, replenishes ceramides and fatty acids to prevent transepidermal water loss. The Paula's Choice Pro Collagen Peptide Plumping Moisturizer is the perfect option. And once temps warm up, this gel cream will make it into my PM routine. I will, as I always do, put the links to the products and my product reviews in the show notes. That's it for today, guys. If you want to boost your collagen, remember there's 3 ways to go: peptides, retinol, and vitamin C, and prevent collagen degradation by using a sunscreen religiously every single day. And don't forget your eye area. Thank you for listening to the Skincarma Pod. Find more insights, real talk, and reviews of my favorite skincare products on the Skincarma blog at skincarma.com. And if you like what you heard today, please subscribe to the podcast. Ciao.